good morning, and welcome to the Saturday morning coloring stream, where today I will be coloring up, maybe not get it completely done. I'm not sure. We'll find out in 2 hours or so. Probably not. Snowdrift, issue 2, page 2. So, awesome. And good morning, Massa Panda. How's it going? It's going pretty good. And yourself? Okay, so let me just share this out and then we will get on with it. Is this more line art from Alpha Proto? This looks, yeah, yes, it is. Alpha Proto is doing all of Snowdrift 2, so anytime we are coloring up Snowdrift 2, it will be Alpha Proto's work. He is doing the pencils and the inks on the project. So, like I said, let me just share this out. And if you could like and share as well, it would be very, very much appreciated. Okay, shared on X, time to share on Facebook. Let's post in there. We'll grab the link and we will put in our Discord and maybe send the link to a few people. Try and get them here. Alpha Proto. Lit. Van Hoser. Raul. Joshua. Okay, so there we go. And for everybody who wants to come on and chat, we of course are in the on-air room in our thing. Yeah, I've actually got page 3 too. I can show you it if you want. So he's now working on page 4. Comics, Snowdrift 2, Alpha. It's page 1. And here's page 3. Okay, so let's see. We need for Kirsty, we need a folder for colors. Then we want, I guess, 3 folders in that. 3. Yeah, I gave him a turnaround, and well, he also has Dillard's work to work off the little bit of Dillard that did on issue 2, but he's going over and redoing them in his style, and he's choosing some new angles. Like, um, here is what Dillard did for page 2, and we will be grabbing colors from this, of course. So, in a second, shading. And lighting. Okay, so let's see. The first two colors we're going to grab are skin color, and we will grab the sweater. Okay, so he got to 6 that I got when he was last working on stuff. He was in the middle of page 7, but I never got anything on it. Okay, so let's see. Ah! Oh, I didn't realize on the wrong level. Or on the wrong color. His skin might be a bit too dark. I don't know. I might bring up her turnaround so I can get the colors from that. So let me bring up her turnaround. Actually, I might bring up 2 turnarounds. Comics. Characters. Turnarounds. There's something I just downloaded from my Google, not Google, Global Comics account that I put up across comic shorts. I know you can't really read that, but oh, what about to also bring up another turnaround, Canadian Shield. Yeah, because in the Canadian Shield one, I now have him as Man Like Cougar in that as well. I'll probably do another set of, so I'll probably have to expand this over a little, where he's more dressed in modern clothes, but this is his basic outfit for back in thing. You know, like if it's winter, you know, he'd probably have something a little bit more, something on the top as well, but I haven't designed that yet, so. It's Toxicos turnaround. Okay, so we were. Oh, oh. Okay, so let's there. And right there. Okay, that's better. Okay, so let's grab that layer and make sure we got the right layer for the coloring. There we go. Let's add a new layer. let's label this one. I should start to do this right away. Skin. Let's selection from layer. And we'll go sweater. So you've been working on anything, Massive Panda? I hate when that happens. Switch over to the right thing. There we go. Hey, Raggedy, how are you? Not much, just coloring, Snowdrift 2, page 2. Yeah, I've been trying to get some pages penciled and ink, but so many things keep getting in the way and slowing me down. Yeah, I can get that. Okay, so I'm not sure which color I'm gonna like better, so I'm gonna grab a couple colors here. Right there, and then we're gonna grab from the turnaround the blue. And then we'll come on to this. And we'll grab, I'm gonna do 2 layers here. Pants. And then we're gonna do pants 2, and then we'll end up taking out one of these. Okay, so we'll do the bottom one first. And this is the colors from my turnaround that we're doing. Yeah, hopefully, Raggedy, if you've got the time, maybe eventually I will be able to get you on doing coloring of some of my comics. Oh, I do like that. Oh, I like that too. I think I like that one slightly better though. So we're getting rid of pants too. Oh, and of course we need to do her hair. And then we also need to do her eyes. Oh, keep going wrong over far enough. Okay, so now one more. All this. Hair. You still do coloring, right, Raggedy? Okay, so we're gonna make this I wait. Okay, we're on the right thing, so oh, occasionally, okay. I color. What do you do more of, actually drawing books, or because I know you were on the one with you, Pope Fire, and I'm not sure who else. I black. Teeth. Mouth. Inside. Make it more darker color. That way you're seeing in there. Tongue. I don't know whether I spelled tongue right or not, but oh well. Okay, let's look at Dillard. See what if I can tell what color I made her lips. Can't really tell from that. I wonder whether I. There we go. There's some lip color for us. Another layer. Lips. Time to get a bit lippy. And we got two things, her headband and fingernails. So we will look at Dillard's, see what color we made the headband. It depends on the book. The Vampire Pickle miniseries, I did pretty much everything. The next two graphic novels, I'm writing and lettering. Cool. Just I'm not sure whether you consider yourself a professional letterist or not, but how much do you charge for lettering? Well, if you don't want to say on there, just I guess DM me or whatever on Twitter or in Discord. So I can't really tell on that picture. I don't think what color I did her headband for this. Let's see whether in any of the other pictures I can tell. It looks like I did it a blue. Oh, not sure. I've only lettered my own books. Same with me. Okay, this is. It's not really a headband, but that's what we'll call it. Headband. Okay, so the only thing left for her is her fingernails. Fingernails. Okay, so let's grab finger color and okay, so no fingernails on her at all. Or on her other hand. Oh, do we got toenails? No, we don't. Okay, so we definitely need to clean it up a lot. But there is Christy, anyways. But background. So we need to. Gonna grab another folder here and say background. And we'll put a folder in there. Well, actually, we're going to do 3 folders. Again, just like for Chrissy, there's main. So the main colors, the shading colors, and the lighting hints, whatever you want to call them. I'm not sure ever what to call that layer where you you're doing the lighting, if you will, how it's hitting her, you know, bouncing off or whatever, making just parts of her not brighter but lighter. Okay, so first up we have bed sheet. I don't know, sheets. And this we will, fortunately or unfortunately, have to get from here. We'll grab that there. So trying to think, does that look like a pillow to you? Uh, she certainly has a lot of pillows. Big ones, too. We're going to do back, forward. Oh, we still need to do the phone, too, above. Which I totally forgot about. I was thinking about, but I never said anything. So do we get any of her backboard on this one? Oh, yes, we do. So I think that's the backboard there. You know what? Don't think you're gonna see the backboard much beyond right there. So we're gonna grab the sheet color again, and we'll color in there and there. Okay, so up next is pillows. Lots and lots of pillows. You know what? I think I'm gonna do Control Z. We're gonna come down and grab that sheet color again, and I think I'm gonna make that sheet under her pillows bunched up a bit. Okay. You know what we should have done behind all this? Let's grab that, put this down below. Wall. So the wall is a yellowish color, as you can see. Okay, any other thing? Okay. We're gonna have her nightstand match the same color as her dresser here. So we'll go want it under that, so nightstand. What? Did I? Yeah, I did. Oh well. Grab. Okay. Back down to there and go over here. There we go. Lamp. Vase. Lamp. Metal, we'll call it. Not sure what else to call it. So we just make this a little lighter gray. And what's that? Lamp cover? I know that's not what it's called, but you guys know what it is. Can remember, let me know. Lamp cover, we'll call it. Okay. Now we're gonna come down here again, just above the wall. Window frame. Oh, we never did what we normally do. Let's put a layer at the bottom here. Do this all, Control A, and make it a very bright green. So we'll be able to see any sort of things that are peeking through. Okay, so window frame. What color do we want the window frame? Normally, most people are going with a wood or concrete, I guess. Well, probably wood. Or making it white. So see what this looks like. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so next we have window shades. And these can be a variety of colors. But I don't want them too bright. I'm gonna go with, I think, a reddish color. Yeah, like that. Now it's curtains. Curtains for you. Curtains. Curtains. Okay. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. We're gonna do them a bluish color. Oh, I think that works. Okay, now we've just still got a couple things on her nightstand and the phone. Okay, so we gotta go above the nightstand here, so we'll say Bible. The Bible, that's the book for me. Yep, ba da ba da ba do. Geez, sometime today. You know what? Let's save this too. Bible pages. So we'll zoom in a little bit here. And then we'll go for the color here. And we'll just color right there. Uh, Caps lock. Holy Bible. I forgot the B. The Bible, that's the book for me. Okay, we'll switch it down. Zoom in a little bit here. And we'll transform. Okay. Can I transform it now? No. I wish I could. Okay, I think what I might have to do is okay, let's see. Say that's good. Okay, so copy. Add another layer. We'll fill that with white. And then we will exit that. And then we will go over to transform. And free transform. Hey, Alpha. How are you? Hey, you tired? Have you been up all night again? Now, some Bibles would have it edged in. Holy Bible. But let's take the caps lock off. We'll call this one cross. So I think we will color in the cross here. Okay. Let's bring that down a few. There we go. Well, I still gotta do the phone base and the phone itself in her hand, but what do you think so far, Alpha? Say Phone base. And dumb question, you get anywhere on page 4 yet? I think you showed me sketches or whatever, a layout. So then we'll go with a light gray on this. And you know what? We're gonna go underneath it right here. We're gonna grab layer, phone base, bottom. And where is my okay, so phone base port. So you know what? We're just gonna keep it the same color as the base bottom. Because a lot of chords are black. Okay, so oh, phone. The damn phone. Keep forgetting about that phone. Christie. Colors. I want a different one for the phone. Phone. Six, two, three. I can go in there. That'll be called main. Shading. I think this, whatever the color of the base is, that's the color we want. I'll be in the Discord when I catch up on the screen. I'm 4 times the speed watching you color. Oh, wow. Well, I've only been at this less than an hour, so less than 15 minutes. Hmm. Okay, since the phone is first, there's not much to it to make sure it's right. Let's take Christie's colors off for a moment. Let's take that fill layer off now. Oh, okay. I'm all caught up. I'll be there in a minute. Okay. Let's make that a little smaller.
Hello, hello.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm sad
Why?
because my uncle died last night.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, my dad he left for Houston for the to see his family because that's where my uncle lived.
Uh, are you going to be going to the funeral at all, or
Yeah, I'll go to the funeral, but I don't go to the other stuff. That's too much for me. I
what?
can only go through that like once, not like over and over and stuff.
Okay, what is the other stuff? I'm not.
Well, they have like I don't know if other places do it, but they have something called a wake where all these people go and they go look at the body on a slab in a morgue. It might be
Well,
a Texas.
well, wakes other
I,
places have. Usually, well, you could be one of two things where it'd be in not the morgue, but have at a funeral home or whatever.
yeah, the
Uh,
funeral home.
and some usually that's a day or two before they do that. The day of, a day or two before, a day
Y-
before, or maybe 2 days before they have, depending on how much show that they think they might have people.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't go to those. I don't I don't like it.
Usually
I don't like
that's
funerals in general, but I just that I
yeah,
just really don't like it.
yeah. I That's usually just to pay respects to the family. If you're not going to be able to make the funeral or something like that, sometimes you do go to that and funeral. Sometimes they're like within a second of each other. Like with my mom, we had that sort of thing just beforehand, you know, and then after that, the couple hours of visitation, as they would call it, might call it as well. Then we just went into the funeral, went into the chapel of the funeral home and did it, and then went to the gravesite to bury her. So,
Yeah. Yeah, my uncle came down for my nephew's birthday party on the 21st, and that was the last time I saw him. I sent him a
so
text like like he like bet on football, and I asked him how how he bet and stuff, how the game was going for him, and he just gave me the score. I guess he didn't understand what I meant,
yeah.
but he was, yeah, yeah. Every time I saw him, he was all
So is that?
happy
Do
to
you
see
by
me.
the 21st? Do you mean the 21st of February? 21st of another month?
Oh yeah, February. So just a couple of weeks ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this was really sudden. Far, but the thing is, like when he was here, I was talking to my dad about how he never sleeps. Like my uncle he would always be on the road and stuff, and I was like, wow, they got here. I went to sleep and I woke up and they were here.
Oh
I
wow.
mean,
Well, how
he
far
was
is it?
taking care of. Hmm?
How far is it
Oh,
from where you live that he normally lives?
it's 4 hours
Oh, well, that's not too bad.
because I live in like around the Fort Worth area, which is around Dallas. It's up there, North Texas, and he lived in Channelview, Houston. But our family lives. We're from. I'm third generation for this from this city.
Okay.
So he's gonna, we have a graveyard that our family gets planted in. Yeah, like everybody in the city knows my dad and stuff too. Because my dad played in high school, he was like a triple athlete. He played football, baseball, and basketball. So did my uncle. So if they decide to have a funeral, like a full out funeral, instead of just a graveside thing, there might be a whole bunch of people from the past whatever years here. And no, for my dad, like people see me and they say, "Hey, are you Dennis's boy?" And I'm like, "Yes, sir." Yeah, I went to school with him. He was real popular. I don't know if the same was for my uncle though, but yeah, we've been in this city for a long time. I wasn't born in this city. I was actually born in Texarkana,
Well,
and then like that's like on the border of Arkansas. And when I was 4 or 5, my dad came back, like, and he picked us up, and I don't I never asked about it, but it was like for 4 years or 5 years of my life, my dad wasn't in the picture. He was gone. But when he picked us up, he brought us to the city we live in and took, he got my brothers and my mom and put us in the house. And after that, we were a family.
well,
So I
that's
guess he might have, I don't know, it might have been scared or he was just getting everything ready for us. But
your
I remember my mom going on dates and stuff. It was weird. Because I didn't know him.
yeah. Oh, I'm not saying that he did, but maybe he was in jail and just didn't want you to let you know that too.
Oh no, he's never been to jail. He was the manager of the store that my mom worked at.
Oh, just because going away for 4 years, in some ways it made sense. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't.
yeah,
Well, I think they got in a fight because I remember I I don't. Sometimes I hear my mom talking to other people and she say stuff when they got
yeah,
when she was upset with him. She would bring up stuff that he said, or she said something like, um. Well, the thing is, my oldest brother is from another guy,
uh,
but me and my younger brother are from my dad, and so she told him that just leave or something and don't come back. You can take care of all the kids and stuff. And I guess he did, but I guess they reconciled, and he came back and
well,
wanted to take care of the family.
that's good.
Yeah, because my for the longest time, I always wondered why my oldest brother didn't look like me or my younger brother, and that's because he had a different dad. And I didn't learn that until like I was a teenager
Uh,
when his dad died. My mom got a call that his dad died, and there was going to be a funeral, and she didn't know what to do. She didn't know if she should go or not. 'Cause my older brother never knew him. All he's known as, like, my dad.
oh wow. Well, I'm not sure whether she did, but probably should have gone because she knew him, and she was what he was one of her children's fathers. Although the child did not well know him, as you said, but She
R-
did. Didn't mean
Right.
she had to drag his son along because it would just be nobody to him, really. But then again, it
Well,
might have been
in
something
the
to
end,
do too.
well, he was. There's a big age gap. Well, there's a fairly big age gap between me and my oldest brother. It's like I think he was like 12 or I think there's like a 10 or 12-year age gap between us. So it was like
Oh,
after that, she was just raising my oldest brother by herself.
yeah. Oh, did he died before you were maybe even born,
No,
or
no, she got a call like 2012 or something.
Oh, okay.
And it was interesting because she would bring up a guy. She would say stuff like, "Oh, I dated a guy and he was nice to me and stuff, but he always walked with a limp, and I never knew why. I thought he was, just trying to be cool, but I found out he was crippled, and then I left him. And I'm putting everything together now, and I'm like, oh, because my older brother um started walking with a limp in his 40s,
Oh,
and he
wow.
had surgery for it last year. So I'm like, oh, that might have been a genetic disorder. Because I thought something had happened to my brother in the military because he went to the Air Force,
Uh,
but after so long, he started walking with a limp. And he had surgery for it last year. And then I put 2 and 2 together, you know?
yeah.
But yeah, like every time she got mad, she would bring him up
Uh,
and say, I should have stayed with him. But then I'd be like, but I wouldn't be here. Be like, oh, well, you'd be here some way, I guess. The Lord will work a way out. And I was like, huh?
genetics just don't work that way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But yeah, I lived it. Our dad, like, my dad, like, he, like, got us out of, like, you know, the hood, basically, out of some apartments that we're living in, where there was trouble, and he brought us to a nice little city where he grew up, and that's where we've been this whole time. We're the 3rd generation.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. A funny story, like, we went to church, and then we went over to my grandfather's house, and we were there, me and the family, and then my grandfather was like, "Whose kids are these?" Because it was like 3 kids all of a sudden. He's like they were like, "Oh, those are" well, I guess I can't say my what? Oh, I'll say my dad. They were like, "Oh, that's" I don't wanna say his name. That might dox me. And he was like, "What? Nobody told me he had more kids." That's my dad, he had been married before, to a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
Oh,
Because
wow.
my dad played, yeah, he played amateur baseball,
Oh, cool.
and the team went pro, but he was gone before that. So he had a child from a previous marriage and stuff. I guess he didn't want anybody to know at first. I guess he was embarrassed or something that he had kids out of wedlock.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe back then it would have been something for, well, guys and girls, especially, I don't know, I was going to say guys, but especially girls having kids out of wedlock.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you're much younger than me, am I right? Or I forget how old.
I'm like 8 years younger than you.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, then I met my stepbrother, and he was wild. I feel bad for him because I think that the divorce it affected him more than my dad and his mom, because
Yeah.
it seemed like his mom didn't really want him around anymore, and she adopted another kid, and he stayed with us for it was interesting. He'd come to visit on the summers, but then after a while he went to high school. He went to junior high and high school here, and
Uh,
he'd always get in trouble. He was like hyperactive and stuff. And he ended up getting a girl pregnant,
Uh,
and I had a niece. I have a niece, and I don't know. He couldn't stay out of trouble. He got kicked out of the house for being mean to my mom, and
uh,
he lived with my grandfather, and then he got kicked out of that house for being mean to my grandfather, and then he lived at his one of his friends' houses, and
got kicked out of there
then his
for
mother,
being mean to his friend.
yeah, and his mom moved to his mom lived in California,
uh,
so that's where he lived when he wasn't. So he moved to California and moved to the Bay Area and started uh, living there, and then when my when his daughter, my niece, graduated, he came back for a couple of years. But then he got in a fight. He got in fights with my mom, so he left again. He it was a sad situation. He just didn't feel like he fit in anywhere. He always slept on people's couches and stuff. We didn't have a room for him here at our house. He would sleep in my brother's room, but he slept on the floor. So he always felt like he didn't belong anywhere. It was sad.
yeah,
He ended up being a truck driver, and like he sold a bunch of stuff, got some money, and decided to be a truck driver so he can work for himself. And then back in 2019, he called me at 5 a.m. in the morning. The thing is, he was doing albums and stuff. Like he was trying to become like a musician or something, and he
yeah,
did some music. He has it up on the internet. And he wanted me to do some like CD covers for him, art,
yeah.
and he was in contact with me for a while. And the last cover he wanted me to do was of a anthropomorphic stack of dollars with a halo over its head.
Okay.
And
Did you do them for him?
yeah, I did the covers. He appreciated. He was paying me a lot. I was like, whoa, this is a lot of money. Why are you giving me so much money? He's like, you deserve the money. You deserve the money. And I was like, oh, okay. And then one morning at about 5 a.m., he called and he was like, how you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm okay. And he was like, man, I'm so tired. Everything's effed up and all that stuff. I just can't sleep. So I decided to call you. And I was like, yeah, man, get some sleep. He's like, yeah, I'm used to being in my truck and somebody driving for me, and I'll just be in the back and the rocking of the truck put me to sleep, but I can't sleep. I'm like, that's okay. Just, sleep on it. You get some rest, you'll feel better. And he was like, is everybody doing okay? And I'm like, yeah, everybody's doing fine. He's like, do you need me there? Anybody need me there? I'm like, no, we're doing cool. Don't worry. Don't worry about us. Everything will be okay. And he's like, okay, I guess I'll get some sleep. And then that was the last time I talked to him, because then like about 5 p at like 5 p.m. My mom came in the room and she was like, your brother's dead. They found him with his knife in his chest in the cab of his truck in Colorado. I forgot what city though.
Oh, that's sad. I
Yeah,
some ways, I guess when he was calling, he was trying to
yeah, that's what
call
I'm thinking. He was,
calling out for help, but unfortunately, you weren't able to catch it
yeah,
because he wasn't obvious enough about it, shall we say?
right. He was. I think he was kind of seemed like he was looking for a reason to stick around.
Yeah,
Must, and I don't know that get that. Oh,
yeah, I can get it. That probably gets to you every once in a while.
yeah,
Well, don't take it to heart. You probably already know this, but there's nothing that you probably could have done. There's nothing that you could have done. You know,
right.
because
Yeah, you.
unless he told you directly, there's nothing that you couldn't have known.
Right.
Okay. Unfortunately,
But I'm glad
yeah,
I'm glad I woke up and answered the phone. I
yeah,
couldn't have done anything. It would just been sad to just, I don't know,
yeah.
not
Not
no,
not even have talked to him then.
right? Just ignored him. But it feels like he was thinking about it for a while though, because
Probably.
because he visited and he kept saying, "Wow, my sons are like really bad." Like he had a kid out of wedlock in California, but he was raising a woman that he was like living with son too, and he was like, "Wow, they're bad. They're like robbing people and stuff." He's like, "I was bad, I guess, but one thing I did was get get a girl pregnant, but I didn't rob people and stuff." My dad was like, "I don't know. I can't give you an answer for just just got to be there for your kids, I guess."
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that people who come from like divorced homes have a hard time sometimes.
Oh yeah, for sure. Fingernails. Let's come up here. Fingernail
I'm
cut.
sorry, I don't know. I don't know why I brought that up.
Oh, probably you're reminiscing or however you want to say it. One thing led to another with your uncle dying. Who's your uncle, right? Is it?
Well, my uncle on my dad's side died, and
Yeah.
about 2 months ago, an uncle on my mom's side died. But my
Oh,
mom she had 6 brothers, so I've already lost I think three or no, I lost 4 of them already.
uh, well, hello, Raul. Sorry I didn't see your statements there. He says, looking good, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think the cell phone buttons should have a glow in the dark. Well, one, it's not a cell phone. It's a cordless phone.
Worthless.
For what's her name's talking on? Um, Christy.
Yep.
And then Raul says, Proto, live in the streets. Gangsta.
No, not me. My brother, my older brother.
Your brother from a different mother. Quite literally.
Exactly.
Quite
Literally.
literally.
Yep.
Fingernails. This is really toenails, but
But yeah, after 40, it seems like everybody starts going. Everybody starts passing away.
oh, I'd say I know what you mean, but I was even to a lot of funerals before 40.
Not me. I'd probably be more well adjusted with death and stuff if I did, but I'm not.
I think I've been to like a good 30 funerals in my life, maybe more.
Wow. I've only been to 6 probably. 2 when I was a kid. My my dad's sister, my aunt. I was in the 90s and then 20 2009 my grandfather. And then after that in 2019, that's when everybody started passing away like crazy.
Oh. Raul says, okay, my bad. He says, I heard from one of my buddies after 60, they are happy just to be alive.
Yeah. I don't know. That's probably why I'm trying to. I've been kind of obsessed with my health now.
And Raul, if you want to come on, feel free.
Yeah, it'll stop me from being all morbid and stuff.
Okay, so except for shading and
Yeah, let's talk
lighting.
about comics. Yeah.
Yeah, except for shading and lighting. There's all the colors on Christie. Um, I got really hyper focused on coloring and paid no attention to the chat. Well, especially with you talking too.
Well, that's okay. This isn't a therapy session or anything.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that's how I missed Raul's comment. I got hyper focused. Okay, so now we're gonna do the background colors. At 50, that's when you have to be careful. Careful of what?
Well, I'm taking preemptive measures. I'm taking vitamins and stuff. I just wish I exercised more. But most of the time, I'm sitting in a chair drawing. But I
Okay.
like drawing.
Well, that's good. There. Now, uh, Rose says, I only think most people make it to 80.
Well, I was expecting my uncle to make it to
No,
80.
my mom.
Like I said, my uncle was visiting. I was like, he never sleeps. When does he recover?
Oh, I think he might have meant I think most people don't make it to 80. My mom's 90. Yeah,
Oh wow.
my mom was 71 when she died. My dad was 77.
Yeah, my mom was 69. She almost made it to 70, but she didn't. My uncle, I think he was 70.
So, okay. Raul, not Raul. I gotta stop getting different people on the brain when I'm talking to you, Alpha.
Oh,
uh,
that's so
so so is it behind right here? You should be able to see. Is that supposed to where I got the reddish color?
reddish. Wait, I need to click on what you're showing. Click, 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 click. Where do I go?
Just click me.
Drag,
Should
click
be
you?
here in Discord,
Here in Discord. Okay,
and it should make
and
me
there you
big.
are. I'm already in here. Oh, okay. Click. Okay. What is it?
So I'm gonna make a little bit of coloring here, a completely different color than what it is. But right there, is that supposed to be a pillow, or is that supposed to be the bed sheets, or do you know?
Yeah, that's more pillow.
Okay.
Because I sleep in a bed with a whole bunch of pillows. So
Okay.
I figured a girl would sleep with even more pillows. So I just threw a ton of pillows on her
Well,
bed.
some do,
I mean,
some
after
don't.
being frozen asleep, sleep like on an ice cube for so many years, you want to be on a soft bed, you know?
Yeah. Okay, I just wasn't sure. I was making it, as you might be able to see, her bed sheet blanket, whatever you want to call it. So I wasn't sure. So
Well, it could be. Maybe, but I don't know. It's like up on her headboard. So yeah, it
yeah.
would be another pillow. Women love throw pillows. And so
Uh,
do I.
yeah. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, she has a lot of pillows. I have two. You know, most people I know only have two, maybe three.
What? Well, I need one to support my back, one to lean against the wall, like two lifting up my head, and then one to hug.
Oh well. I just use, depending on how soft they are and how big, I usually only need two to support my head. That's it.
Well, I got a fat head.
You said it, not me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Raul said my dad passed at 70. He said cancer got his dad, and says you need a poster of this. I think he means he needs a poster of this in his room for
O- Of what? What?
Christy. This
Oh,
this
that's your
page.
splash page. I couldn't leave it the way Dillard did it. It was too weird for me.
He says this almost has a Scream movie feel to it.
Do you like scary movies? What's a movie?
Oh, she would know what a movie is.
She would call it a talkie, probably.
Uh,
Oh wait, she got frozen in the 50s. Okay, yeah, she had black and white TV.
yeah, she might have had a TV. It was early 50s, but uh, Alpha.
What's up?
He said Alpha Ghostface. I think he meant Alpha Ghostfaced us with her face. With
No, no, no. I was doing an impersonation of Ghostface from Scream, the Scream movies, which I never watched. I just know the pop culture references of it.
Now he's saying you are Ghostfaced.
No.
Okay, let's erase here.
Oh. Wait, what? What did I do? There we go. Yeah, in general, I don't watch scary stuff. It sticks with me. It makes me kind of paranoid.
Scary stuff, technically I'm all right, but if it's like gore and all that scary, like like Friday the 13th or Freddy or something like that, it's like no, I don't like.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't like blood and gore, blood and guts, gore.
Yeah, me neither. I, maybe cartoony. If it's a little cartoony,
Yeah, that.
I can handle it. But I can't take like seeing a anatomy textbook thrown on screen, you know.
Well, anatomy. If it's an actual anatomy textbook, yeah, but
Oh no, I mean like
yeah, I know what you mean.
this is where the intestines are, this is where the spleen is, and it's like, whoa. Like the new Mortal Kombat video games, I can't look at those. I can't see I can't watch the fatalities, that is. Especially with the actors I like. They actually have likenesses of like, Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jean-Claude Van Damme. And it's like, wow, cool. Some of my favorite actors, they're in the game. And it's like, but I want to see them get killed or mutilated,
Raul says,
I like them.
Yeah, I pictured this as an animated sequence to promote the book. Let Alpha do a voiceover for the book.
But he's talking to Rick Arrow, though. She is.
Yeah. Well, I think he means more narrator or something like that. Although
Well, I've voiced
technically,
a Native American before. It was for a casino. They're gonna have a
yeah,
presentation about the history of the people who owned it, their tribe and everything. Wish I could have went. That was pretty cool. Because it was one of those. Usually when I book a job that's over the internet, they just want me to record a whole bunch of takes and then send them in. But I
yeah,
actually had a live recording session, and there was one of the Native American representatives from the tribe was from the casino was there to listen in, and they were like asking him, "Is this okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, everything's okay." I'm like, "Cool." They didn't get mad that I wasn't Native American because they asked for they were looking for authentic Native American, and I said, "My mom said we have we have some Indian blood on our side," and that was enough. That was enough to get the job, I guess.
it's like I'm not sure. This one my mom said she might have been telling me the truth. She might have not. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'd always tell her. She was like, you know, um, my uncle he would visit Oklahoma every summer, and I was like, what is that? That doesn't mean anything. She was like, no, to visit the tribe, and I was like, I don't know. I got to see the papers. I got to see the blood work. I don't know. But it got me, help me get the job. So,
Yeah, no, that's good. That's all that matters, right?
well, what matters is doing a good job.
Well, yeah, getting the job and then doing a good job.
Yep.
And Raoul laughs at that. Well, I think that's what he's laughing at.
Oh, laughs in Native American. But now they send me like auditions for Native American roles now, all the time. I'm like, whoa. I should have. I don't know. I haven't auditioned in 2 years. Since my mom died, I stopped auditioning for voice acting.
Oh, wow. Was it good money or?
It. The thing about auditioning is like you get every like 100th job. It feels like.
Yeah, I get that. But I just mean once you got a job, the jobs that you got, were they good money?
It was about $210 for like
Really?
to say a paragraph,
Oh,
because they're commercials mostly. But you have to make sure everything's quiet when because I record at home, and I have to make sure it's quiet, that there's no airplanes flying by or loud pickup trucks driving by with their mufflers and stuff, or a bunch of Mexican music from a lowrider, or a bunch of rap music bass going, and people just love speeding down the street I live on. They're playing
Raul
loud music.
Raul says, "I hear Rick has some Irish in him. Listen to his voice."
What? You sound Canadian, but your name sounds Irish. Rick Piper.
Oh, the blimey stone eye.
Yep. Authentic. So authentic. Actually, I was thinking about learning. I heard about the guy who playing Luffy in the Netflix version of One Piece was he learned Japanese to be more authentic for the Japanese people, for he could talk to the fans in Japan. And I was like, oh, maybe I could learn like how to speak Scottish, where I could be more authentic. You know, I don't know. There was a controversy. I actually asked Grok about it. I was like, so I played a character named Kakolin in the game Smite, and they asked me to do in the call sheet, audition sheet, they were like, we're looking for a James McAvoy sounding voice. I was like, oh, okay. And I looked up where James McAvoy is from, and he was from Glasgow, Scotland. I was like, oh, okay, I'll learn how to speak Glaswegian then. Like speak with a Glaswegian accent. But the character, like everyone's like, there are some people on Reddit after they heard me, they were like, What? Why does he sound Scottish? He's Irish. He's the Hound of Ulster. You should sound Irish. And I was like, uh-oh. I'm like, it's not my fault. Every time I have to remind people, it's not my fault. I just gave them what they were looking for.
No, yeah. You s- you just assume because he was from lived in Scotland, he was Scottish.
No, I just listened to what they sent me the audition and they were like, we want him to sound like James McAvoy or a young what's that guy? Obi-Wan guy. Who's that name? He, come on, help me out.
I don't
He
know.
played Obi-Wan. Ewan McGregor. Yeah, or Ewan McGregor from Train Spotting or something. That's what they asked for. And I gave it to him. And then the fans were like, hey. But a lot of people love it. They thought it was they I see people like playing the game and they crack up. They start repeating what I say in my voice. You done it now, laddie. Stuff like that.
Oh, you
I'm
done it
coming for you,
now,
laddie.
laddie, aye.
Yep. So they have, the game fans, like I looked in the comments of the trailer when the character got announced, and most of them were talking about gameplay more than my voice. So,
Yeah, well, that's what they
but the
would
lore
do.
people were like upset. But going back to the One Piece guy, he was like, "Yeah, I learned Japanese," and I was like, "Oh, maybe I can learn Scottish. I'll just lean into it more instead of the Irish." But I was like, "Wait, should I learn Irish or Scottish?" And I was like, I'll learn Scottish." So this morning I was on Duolingo and I took the first lesson. I was like, "I can't read these words."
Oh, you can't learn Gaelic, aye. Oh,
N-
you poor
Not,
laddie. That's what the Scottish people spoke way back when.
Yeah, I thought that it would be a good. I'm sorry. No, it wouldn't because the Irish people would be mad still. But if they call me back, I'll still have to do Scottish voice. So it would be better to learn Gaelic to get the accent down from when I
Well,
speak English and it'd be more authentic.
well,
So I won't
Gaelic
make
is
anybody happy. So I was like, forget it. I'm not gonna learn this.
well, Gaelic, of course, is the language that they spoke, but no, very few of them speak it nowadays. Gaelic.
I know. That's why I was like, I'm gonna be really dedicated and all the fans are gonna love me and they'll bring me back for the sequel and they won't replace me. Bring me back. Bring me back. I want to be in the sequel.
You just got to nail the accent, laddie. It's
Aye.
easy. Well, it's almost easy. I don't know. Some of us can do it easier than others.
Nee. Nee, didn't easy. No. Nine. 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 It was interesting. I always had an idea of how to do a Scottish accent, but I went, I had to do a crash course because I auditioned and then like 2 weeks later, we're like, okay, you got it. Be here in 10 days. And I was like, what? Wow. I guess I was good enough to convince them. So
Well,
I went on YouTube and I was like, how do you speak with a Scottish accent? And I found the Glaswegian videos and I was like, okay, I could get the dialect and, impress them with some actual Scottish words. And then like went to some accent people who were like dialect coaches. I mean, and I watched those and I studied it and I listened to some people on YouTube who spoke Scottish and But and then I'd like drove when I was driving to the audition on the highway, I was like listening to it and repeating it. And then I got there and I I did it, I guess. But yeah, I put a lot of work into it, so
yeah. Let's see. Raul says, I'm going to get as good as Rick with voices, going to try and live in Scotland for a week. Oh, I did never go to Scotland ever. Just, I think I learned it from listening to a lot of TV and other things. I don't know. And then too often I
they
go
usually say
into
Denny. That's one thing I learned. They say Denny. Not Denny. No Denny. No Denny.
well, that's about dialect and like things that they say over there. It's like Canadian saying "I."
Yeah, that's what really sells it, though. I really want to learn more, and then
But
then when I can impress people and have fans again.
you're gonna have fans with Cross Comics.
Sure, sure.
You probably
Massive
can.
Panda like my work.
Yeah, well, I think Raul like. And then he says Rick also does a good Trump voice too. I do. I haven't even done Trump.
He does the best. Absolutely the best. Absolutely. No doubt about it. He does it bigly. I'm gonna rasterize these. Rasta. Wait, not that one. This one. Okay, take these steps up.
Rasta.
Rasta.
You know what?
I always thought it'd be fun to do an accent and pretend, like, go to a place that I'm not from, like go out of town, and just do an accent and pretend I'm a Jamaican or something. Hey there, how you doing? How's you doing? But I
Hey,
can't do it. I
man.
haven't learned it yet.
Hey, man, what you doing? How are you?
Yeah, like you could pretend that you're Irish or something as a prank. And they're like, "Oh, where are you from?" And you have to have a whole backstory, though, just to really convince people. Just go full character,
Yeah.
And then they'll never see you again, so they'll never know.
Raul says, do Asian voices and movie reviews. Yeah, nobody sees me. It's just my voice, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I did not like this movie. It was very, very bad.
Needs work. Okay, here it is. Convert layer to Rasta. Rasterize. Ooh. All right, don't have to worry about that. And throw these on there. Yeah, I guess I do have to worry about it. Okay, let me grab one of these.
Okay, there we go. Still got a little bit more to do. Curtains.
Curtains. It's curtains for her. Curtains. Fine linen curtains.
I was saying something similar earlier, yeah.
I'm an interior decorator, you see? You see?
That's all, folks.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I hope I get a call back. Ever since Funimation became Crunchyroll, it's like they cleared all the audition casting calls, and I haven't gotten anything. But it might be because I went to Anime Matsuri in Houston to meet Vic Magnana, because he said he was going to start his own studio, and so far I haven't seen anything, and I don't know. But I did meet voice actors down there, and that they were like, "Oh, I'm not associated with Vic Mignogna. I'll never come here again. But I went and talked to him and stuff, and ever since then, I haven't gotten any emails. I haven't gotten any emails for auditions since then. It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I got
Crazy. Go ahead.
I think I got canceled too. I'll get canceled again for being on stream and doing these accents. How dare he say he's Native American? Well, I might be. You never know. My mom said. My mom said.
I'm just going by what my mother said.
Mhm.
My mother, my lovely, lovely mother.
My mama says that alligators are ornery because they got all those teeth and no toothbrush to brush them with.
I think your mama's lying. I think your mama don't know.
That movie's silly. Waterboy's a silly movie, but as long as it makes you laugh, it pays off. That's what matters.
Yeah.
For a while, that was the recipe. It seems like they got Adam Sandler's movies got so wild and crazy that people kind of they're like, okay, we're done with this. It's getting outlandish. This is ridiculous.
Sort of like Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Jim Carrey had to stop for a while and do serious stuff just to show. See, I can do serious stuff too. But everybody loves him when he does comedy, though.
Yeah.
That was the great thing about the Sonic movies. It was like he hadn't done comedy in so long. When he did, we were like, whoa, now this is the Jim Carrey we remember. He's back.
He's back.
Yep. All right, those stairs are done. That took, how long have I been in here? Did that take me 43 minutes to draw stairs?
Well, we were talking too, so probably got you distracted a little here and there.
All right. I'm going to put these in a new folder and then rasterize the folder.
What
There's
does
the back.
rasterize do?
It flattens things. It flattens things together.
Okay.
And if you were using vector files, if vector lines, it turns the vector lines into raster lines, so they're not mathematical equations or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I've tried to draw with vector lines, and it's it's interesting. It's clean, and you can enlarge stuff or thin stuff out, and bend lines and stuff. But sometimes it gets a little muddy. It's weird. I guess I can show you what the vector line does. Have you ever used vector lines before?
Yeah, I was using them in I think it was Photoshop before or Illustrator before I started using Clip Studio. I really like them a lot because like you said, they're clean. You can zoom in a lot and all that easy, you know.
Yeah, I think there's a you can make a vector layer. You could basically do that with Clip Studio too. But
Yeah,
sometimes the points I'll be trying to adjust the point and then it'll move, and so I tend to just use raster files. It feels more like working with paper and pencil that way.
yeah. And except for shading and all, shading and lighting, there is that page. It's actually colored.
Cool.
And I got that done in under 2 hours. Yay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you started at 8.
No, 9.
9.
Well, 9 my time. Might have been 8
Oh
your
yeah.
time.
Wait, the clock doesn't say 9 behind you.
Yeah, don't pay attention to that.
Oh.
When I haven't, if I put it on the right time, it loses time slowly but surely. It
Really?
is
But it's digital.
yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it. There's something wrong with it, and like it's like missing a second or two per minute or whatever. So
Hmm.
after a couple weeks or whatever, you know, it's a minute or like half a second or whatever every second, every minute or whatever. After like after a week or so, it's down a minute, and so 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and
That's odd.
yeah, it's been that way since we owned it. And then at the same time, I just didn't change. I haven't changed it when we went from uh like saving time to not. So I just know that
Oh,
it's
isn't daylight savings Sunday?
I have no idea.
Well, you won't have to worry about that then.
My phone will do that for me. It changes automatically, so and I've got an alarm set,
Oh,
so
oh, the conveniences of modern technology.
yep. So I'm not gonna shade it like this today. I think what I might do is, well, let's make sure this is shade. I might do the shading and lighting in a few weeks. I might next week go on to page 3. Get it all colored in like this, and then if you got page 4 done by then, by the time I've done it, color it, and then
Mhm.
come back and do some other pages. Or I still eventually got to come back and do page 1. That the cityscape, color the rest of that. I just tried to give people a break from that. I might, after I get all these pages up to date colored in.
Okay. Hey, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like she's in a new place that she's living. So I don't think she would have any. Plus, she doesn't have any of her old family stuff anymore. So I'm always like, should I put pictures on the wall? It's like there wouldn't be any. She doesn't know anybody. She doesn't have any pictures to put unless it's just scenery or something.
Yeah. A picture of a flower or something like that, maybe. I don't know. Because she did go out shopping for decoration stuff and all that, so there could be some sort of decorations, and she could have bought some knickknacks or whatever that, you know, might remind her of older stuff or whatever.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, she might try and buy some vintage stuff, you know. She might have a whole bunch of vintage stuff. Huh. Or what most people would call vintage nowadays. You know,
Yep.
stuff from the 50s and 40s or whatever. Or from probably 40s, 30s if she can find it. Let's make me a little smaller right now. Make you a little bigger. It's it for me. It's just weird the way you work with Clip Studio, doing it lengthwise, top to bottom.
Oh yeah, it feels more like paper having my screen like this.
I'm so used to working with it, you know, the other way. It's like that's weird.
Well, but I've just noticed that I get more work done this way. When it's
Yeah,
wide, I can't really hold it, you know, but I can actually turn the tablet and stuff vertically.
yeah, I could too. I believe so. I've just never tried.
Well, it was just something that was like a stroke of genius. I was like, Eureka! I could, this feels way more like drawing on paper.
Now I got to figure out what I'm gonna do with these gutters.
Others.
Because Dillard liked to fill everything, the gutters all in black. And it's like, okay, what do I do in between the. What do I have as a
Oh,
background for the page? I know I could just leave it white, but that's so boring.
well, for Canadian Shield, you have it like waving red and white, like the flag almost.
Yeah, I did the red and white thing.
I guess you could have like
Some sort of blue.
blue or something. Yeah.
Okay, so. Um, border. Oh, I didn't realize you had. Yeah. So we grab that. And we add a layer. We could do newish. I just, I don't even want, actually, I don't want to do it. Just take everything.
It's more 3D. What kind of flowers does she like?
Yeah. Gee.
Oh, there goes some. Dillard drew some. Those are roses. That's not very Canadian.
Tiger lilies. I think that's what they
Tiger
were.
lilies.
I think my mom. That's something my mom liked. Tiger lilies. They grew up. They grew near where we were living, I think, and she could actually stand them because my mom had hay fever.
But those are flowers, not hay.
Yeah, but hay fever just it's like pollen. It's like you're allergic to the pollen, sneeze from the pollen or whatever, something like that. I'm not sure exactly. Hay fever doesn't mean hay. I don't know why they call it hay fever when it has to do with flowers, but they do. So
Fascinating. Well, I guess she really likes flowers. So going to be one here and one back here. I guess she has a table behind the couch.
yeah, well, like you don't have to do it exactly like Dillard, all that stuff, you know.
But if I don't, I'll have to think.
Oh yeah, God forbid you have to think, right?
I know. I already got enough miles on this brain.
Let's, you know. Let's add a layer. And let's change it up a little. How do we put more stuff in there?
It's worth it they have you like paint still lives and stuff of plants usually or bananas or whatever. It's hardly, I guess it's because it's hard to get plants wrong. No one will ever know. They're so random. And I'm gonna put a tablecloth on here too. It's not organic enough.
Mm. Well, you know what? I know what I can do. I didn't think of that earlier. Go here. Then we'll go to the ink layer and go. And I didn't. Let's that up a bit. Okay, there we go. I know probably people can't see it well enough on this, but there we go. Well, that's looking good. But not that I can't stay on longer, but I want to get a few things done, other things done before I have to go out a little later today. So, anything you would like to promote, Raul? Not
I'm not Raul. And I'm not Fitzchoso either.
Poor Alpha.
I'm Alpha Pro.
I keep calling him someone else. Jeez.
You're gonna call me the metal next, aren't you?
That
or
might
Timothy.
be a
You're
step
gonna
up. Anything you would like to promote, Alpha?
Love and peace.
Anything else, like channel, whatever, something you might be doing, or?
Well, I haven't been using my channel, so that would be misguided. From even though I've gotten like 5 subscribers recently, I don't. It must be my hot takes and comments that I keep making.
Yeah.
Spicy comments. But I haven't been making content for my
Like
channel.
I said, you could record this when you're doing this and just put it up as a video, or you could go live doing it yourself if you want.
Maybe.
It's all up to you. But anyways, thanks everybody for coming out watching. Thanks Alpha for coming on.
Yeah. It was a good therapy session.
Yeah. And it's Alpha that's coming on, not Raul or Fitzchoso. So we're thanking Alpha.
Mm-hmm.
So we will be back Monday with Manga Monday, drawing up some sort of manga character. So be here. Or be square. Or maybe you won't be square. I don't know. Anyways, we'll catch y'all later. Bye for now. God bless. Love y'all. Have a great
God bless.
and